Hey guys, welcome back to another Flesh and Blood video. So today I was playing some Blitz Chane and I've forgot a lot about how to play Chane from when I was playing it in CC. Now it's been a few months, so I feel like the few games here that I played did really help me kind of get into that rhythm and can help me start to understand Chane again, which I'm looking forward to. But you know, the overall league was a good learning experience, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't do too well, but you know, considering that I hadn't played Chain in a few months, and I feel like I forgot a lot of the play patterns and just made some silly mistakes through over the course of my games. I don't feel too bad about it. But I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the video. So against Oldham, we probably want to go first. Carrying Husk, Crown, Spellbound Creepers. And then we have our 40 cards. Let's see. Our hand is a little odd. So let's see. You may play Riftbind from your Banish Zone. Gets +X. I'm kind of thinking that we pitch the Command and Conquer and the Shrill. We'll make a Soul Shackle, and then I'll go ahead and pass to Arsenal here. And we'll put the Riftbind. Hey, Nathaniel, thanks for the like, buddy. I appreciate it, man. What's up, Natty Ice? How are you, buddy? Ah. Yeah, we're gonna have to put. We're gonna have to put something on the bottom here. Let's put the Riftbind on the bottom. I was like, so we get 2 Frostbites from that. Now, it's a good way to save damage. Soul Shackle hits. We hit a Shadow of Ursur. Alright, so this is kind of where the problem with me not playing Chane in a while comes in with. Let's go. Art of War, pitching Bounty Demigon, nothing left. We'll go Banish and let's see, banish an attack action card to draw 2 cards, and then I guess we'll pick Go Again. And I'm gonna banish an Unhallowed Rites. Now that'll be really good next turn. So it's the next thing gets Go Again. So I mean, so we're gonna play. Sorry, I'm trying to work through my turn here. So we get to go. So we play Plunder Run. We play Unhallowed Rites for 4, Go Again. If it hits, we draw a card. And then we play Shadow of Ursur, banishing the Bounty Demigon. Then we play the Bounty Demigon, Arsenal the Art of War. Doesn't seem bad. Well, I guess we're not arsenaling the Art of War. Yeah, I don't mind this. This seems okay. So it's 4 go again because of the Art of War. Picking go again is actually something that's really good. So I will pay that so that this can keep go again. It's definitely taking me a moment to get back into the concept of So this is fine. Yeah, it's just taking me a second to remember all the chain lines. I definitely should have made a Soul Shackle right there. Wasn't even thinking. Like, yeah, see, again, we're going... I'm going through all of the things that... that I just haven't picked up on from not playing in a minute. So I put a bunch of reds on the bottom where I went blue-red. So this is for 10. So Shadow Puppetry. Bounding Demigon. Shackle, Revel, Pitch Captain's Call. Yeah, we'll go to 9 here. Probably not the best option in the world, but... So... we're going to play Shadow of Ursur, banishing Bounding Demigon, and then we're going to play Shadow Puppetry. It's +1 go again. So this is going to be for 3. 3 with go again. And then I'm going to pay 1 to play Revel. Yeah, they think they're going to shut our turn down here, but they're not. It's actually kind of nice. So he pitched Pulse here to try and stop multiple things. No, because I can't. Okay, so this is fine. We'll just let this happen. We'll put Captain's Call back on top, and then we'll just Arsenal the Revel here. Soul Reaping, okay. I can't draw cards during my action phase. Crazy part's I didn't get to make a Soul Shackle last turn either, so let's see. With 1 or less. You may banish 1 or more cards, and if you do, gain resources for each card that has Blood Debt. So the only thing we can banish is... the only thing we even have the option of banishing is Invert Existence. So If I block with Grasp, Captain's Call, I can go... Actually, if I block with Grasp, I take 6, go to 2, and then I get to... Yeah, this just does not feel good here. Hey, Andrew, thanks for the like, buddy. I appreciate it. Man, none of this feels good here. I mean, am I just blocking 7? Taking 1, make a Rune Chant, come in for 2 and 1? Yeah, there might have been a better line there, but it was not me that was finding it. It was going to be somebody else. So we'll make a Soul Shackle, and then we'll come in for 2 and 1. Man, like, this is not very threatening at all, and we are taking Blood Debt. So I'm just going to pass here. So it's going to be a 9-point turn, because they're going to pick Go again, and then they're probably going to hammer us. Okay, so play Captain's Call. This does not feel good. I am a lot worse with Chane than I remember. Not that that's really uberly surprising. Like, Chane is, in my opinion, not an easy deck to play. Make a Soul Shackle and pass. Whew. We'll just block 8 and go to 3 here. Hopefully we flip over. Yeah. We'll make a Soul Shackle here and then go to 1. And then we somehow have to manage to take nothing and crash the boards here for a lot of damage. It doesn't feel super likely, but we're going to see what we can make happen. This is probably a pummel. It is a pummel. I mean, I was like, pummel, we're dead too, but well, I think we had to take a chance there that we could try to win the game because we're going to die to Blood Debt next turn. Okay, so game 1 we play against Oldham. I ended up losing to the pummel. So at the end of the game, I was going to die to Blood Debt regardless of what happened. So I think I made the correct decision in blocking 4 and not playing around the pummel because I'm dead to my Blood Debt because my Husk is in the banish zone. So I'm dead to it regardless. But it is something like I think I made the right decision there, but I think I played the game very poorly. It was 14-1 at the end of the game right before I died, and I don't think the score should ever be that badly. I don't think it should ever be that bad. I think I didn't block properly enough and try to set up, and I think I should have blocked earlier and taken the late shackles for good value is what I should have done, and I just played poorly, and I got obliterated. Chane against Dash. I don't really feel like it's probably a great matchup, but we'll see. And then, yeah, we definitely want this setup. Yep, we'll see what happens. Oh, and 1 to start the league off, to start our games off. I think I've gotten really used to. I've just gotten really used to playing with Viscerai, which plays so much differently than Chane. So I think I just honestly, like, if I'm gonna like become better at like Blitz Chane, I'm gonna have to sit down and like reteach myself all the lines. because I'm definitely sitting here taking for granted how much I played Chane and how much easier it was back in the day. Okay. Well, I'm glad our opponent took it back before I could decide how I wanted to block. Let's go ahead and block with the Grasp. Oh boy. Convection Amplifier on Snatch plus Razor Reflex to start the turn, to start the game. It'd be a heck of a time to have a... Why did they Snapdragons? Razor gives it go again. Target attack action with 1 or less gets +2, and if it hits, this attack gains go again. Yeah, like... Don't really understand there, but who am I to judge? Critical Strike for 6, Dominate. Alright, well... This feels like a good... So I can block... 4, take 2. I'm going to leave the cards in my hand, and this way I have a blue and I get to draw a couple of cards here. Well, I got blown out and lost my Husk here, because my opponent had double Razor Reflex to start the turn. Not something I was expecting to have to say. Alright, well, so we're going to go... Alright, we can go Captain's Call, or I'm sorry, we play the Mauvrion Skies, play Riftbind, and then Thorn, and then we Arsenal the Plunder Run and try to have a bigger turn. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is by no means the kind of turn we wanted to start out with. I guess the only upside of their turn is that they have no item in play and they have 0 equipment left, so that's kind of cool. The fun part about Shackles that I forgot about is that it gives Thorn go again, so I can technically do something after this if I wanted to, which is pretty fun. I'm just going to Arsenal the Plunder Run, try to have a bonkers turn here. Ravenous Rabble. Alright, so Sting of Sorcery is probably a good pitch card, so we play Plunder Run. We go Shadow, Banishing Bounding Demigon. And then we make a Shackle, Bounding Demigon for 4 off pitching, or... And I guess I could actually just block. Nimblism? Okay, well, we're definitely going to block that one. I've already blocked twice with that? Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to get go again regardless. So, we play Plunder Run. We play Shadow of Ursur. Banishing Bounty Demigon. Soul Shackle, Bounty Demigon. Make a Rune Chant, and then Thorn. Yeah, I really don't want to have to give up like an on-hit effect here, so I'm just going to wait and see what happens. I'm curious to know what they decide here. Like, if they do anything with Coax a Commotion. Like, a Quicken is fine with me. Yeah, so they just actually did nothing. We hit a Swarming Gloomveil. That's not great. So, we're going to go Plunder Run. Banish Bounty Demigon. So, we're coming in for 5 go again, on hit draw card. They might just be taking damage here to take damage. No. We'll make a Shackle. We'll Bounding Demigon for 4 here with go again. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I am struggling to think through the thought processes of playing Chane right now. If I'm just being 100% honest, I think they might just be trying to block and fatigue us or something. And then we'll come in for 5. We put our opponent to 7. They have nothing to do. We go to 2. And we need to hope for a bigger turn here. We completely whiff. Okay, so if we go Captain's Call for +2 into Shackle, Ghostly Visit, Swarming Gloomveil, Rosetta Thorn, and we actually need to be able to play the Bounding Demigon here. So we'll play Captain's Call. We'll pick go again. We'll Bounding Demigon for 2 because we have to get that out of our banished or we're just going to die. So this is 2 go again because of the Captain's Call. Because Captain Call says 1 or less. Yeah, and that costs 0. We're going to Shackle. We're going to come in with a Ghostly Visit. 4 go again. Then we're going to come in for 3 go again. And then we're going to come in for 2 and 2. Now, the cool thing about the way our deck is set up is that our opponent's deck does not block for anything. Because this is an aura, right? Token aura, yeah. I was like, this counts for go again. And they didn't think it had go again, but it does because Shackle counts. And they just died to the arc. So game 2 was very bizarre. I played against like generic dash aggro, which is funny because I've played it on stream before, and it's a pretty fun deck. I've never seen it in Blitz, but it was interesting. I had to block with my Husk on turn 0, and I still started the game at 13. So I thought I was going to be... I was in a really bad spot, in my opinion. Now, I did have the ability to crack in first and kind of take tempo, but I started the game at 13, which is almost half of my life total right there. Excuse me. But I played patiently, I blocked well, and I was able to come back and claw my way into the game there, like as the game went on. And I just feel like I played really good Flesh and Blood. I blocked strategically. I came in with what I could, and over the course of a few turns, I was able to whittle down until they couldn't block arcane damage, and we won the game. That I'm finding for Blitz are just wild. Wait, what? Yeah, dude, it was a whole thing. Honestly, like he led. He had Convection Amplifier to start the game, and then he had activate it to dominate a snatch and to Razor Reflex me for 6. And I was like, okay. So Null Rune, Tunic for resources. I mean, I think the good news is that Chane can grind quite a bit, so yeah, dude, it was wild to say the least. So I think this is a hand to push through a good amount of damage because I can Artivore for +1 and go again. And then I can Nimblism, Ghostly Visit, and then I can Rosetta Thorn. Or I can Shackle, Nimblism, Ghostly Visit, and then Thorn, and then Arsenal the Artivore. We bopping tonight. I've given it my best, dude. I'm trying with everything I got to bop tonight. Yep, we'll come in for 7, go again. I won't say easy, but it's doable to fatigue Icelanders, so it's definitely worth a thought to be on the trying to fatigue Icelander plan. Part of me is so tempted to just say +1 and go again. Just to push through a point, but that just feels so unnecessary. Do they only have 1 AB on the Metacarpus nodes? Interesting. Oh, we took a Wounded Bull out of their hand? I mean, I know they get to like redraw back up and whatnot, but I would say that's a pretty decent hand. This hand is not great. Yeah, this is... This is honestly a very awkward hand. This is not a great hand. Hopefully we have something we can play. Hit a Swarming Gloomveil, of course. So let's go Artivore, pitching this, and we'll go... So we'll go Banish and Draw 2. And... we'll go Buff, honestly. Wow. That's so bad. Like, that is so bad. I am honestly a little taken back right here to see that. Okay. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than it happens. Like, straight up, like, I don't know. I never had that happen to me playing Chane before, but I mean, anything's possible. The worst part here is that we couldn't even activate the... Like, we didn't have Grasp to activate. No, I'm just not going to pay. There's no reason, because I'm not doing anything else after this, so... And I'm going to put the Plunder Run in Arsenal, because I would love to be able to draw cards here on our next turn to, like, really try and put the pressure on our opponent. Really gotta hope our shackles are good to us here. The picked mode is go again. I'm going to pay by pitching this. We got 2 shackles coming. Alright, so I hit a Shadow of Ursur. I don't even think this is worth playing their Plunder Run for. Yeah, this is tough. Alright, let's lead on the Shadow Puppetry. Play Shadow Puppetry and hopefully not get blown out. I thought I fixed this yesterday. Okay. So our opponent plays Ether Hell. I mean, let's see. So Shadow Puppetry, I'm going to need to play around the Frostbite, which means I'm going to need 2 to activate this. So if I use Tunic, I can pitch this to block both of it. Yep, and I'm forced to take this. We'll spend 1 to play the Shadow of Ursur for 3 here, and then I'll turn around and Thorn for 2 and 2 here. They go to 13. I mean, they're probably just going to go to 11. Like, they're winning the race, all things considered. Like, this was not a good start. Like, the having no attacks was really bad. So they just Arsenal and pass, and then they have a chance to respond to the 3 Soul Shackles if they wish. Mauvrion Skies, Unhallowed Rites, and Shrill. So let's go Shadow Puppetry. Pitch Sting of Sorcery to play on Unhallowed Rites. For 8, on hit, draw a card. This is a really solid turn. I believe all day. You love to hear it, Ben. I appreciate that unwavering support. Alright, so our opponent blocks 8. We're going to go Shackle. Vexing Malice for 1 and 2. Now, they'll block this with one of the cards in their hand. This kind of feels like this is just one of those turns where they're going to block with Tunic here. Interesting to keep both the cards in their hand. Interesting. And then we'll come in for 2 and 2 here, and we'll keep the Howl to put in Arsenal. I mean, I guess we're not going to keep it to put in Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So they go to 9, then they'll go to 7. We're just 3 points behind them here. Hashtag mustache power. Thanks, man. Oh, man. We had a hand with no attacks, and now we have a hand with all attacks. All right, well... Sheesh. We kind of need to be able to do it all here, so we have to pitch our blue to play Howl from Beyond to really be able to do anything here. We Howl from Beyond, we Shackle, we go Bounding Demigon for 6, and then we play... And then we use Rosetta Thorn, and then we can play... Yeah, one's an attack action because they have Wounded Bulls in there. We know for sure. No, what does Soul Shackle say? Create a Soul Shackle token. Your next Runeblade or Shadow action this turn gains Go Again, Go Again. Alright. So we play Howl from Beyond. We Shackle. We Bounding Demigon for 6 Go Again. I mean, it's very possible that our opponent just kills us here. This isn't in our hand, is it? I didn't think so. It's just not showing it the right way at the current moment, so I thought maybe it was in our hand. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? So they take 2. I'm curious to see how they play this because they haven't played anything yet, and if they let it get 2 out of hand, I can just invert them. Like, Invert Existence is such a good card. Like, I just wish that was a Runeblade instant. Could you imagine how broken that card would be as just a Runeblade instant? As opposed to a... Ew, no. So it's going to be 5. So I'm forced to pitch both my cards here. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, we'll prevent 2, go to 1, and then they're going to activate Waning Moon and kill us. Like, can I pitch this? Lol. No. Yep. Okay, so game 3 is Icelander, and it was a very interesting game. Honestly, my Icelander opponent just whittled me down over the course of the game, and they just played better than I did, and they ended up winning. I think that Chane Icelander is an interesting matchup and probably a tough one for Chane. Probably not experienced Chane players, but for someone who's got 10 or less games in the deck, then it's probably a tough matchup because Icelander's a tricky deck. But honestly, my opponent just played better than me and just whittled me down over time, and I was just in a bad spot. You kind of hear me meme there at the end of the video or at the end of the clip there about how I was trying to pitch Invert Existence, but it was in my advantage zone. I obviously couldn't do that. I was just trying to be funny, and I just wanted to explain that in case anybody thought I was actually trying to pitch Invert Existence. It was just anyway. So yeah, just a good tight play by my opponent ended up putting them ahead of me. I'm more inclined to go second when I think my opponent's playing an aggro deck, even if I'm playing a deck that wants to use shackles to set up and things. But needed more Terran? Dude, always need more Terran. Always need more Terran. Oh, I thought they were pistoling me. I was like, interesting. This person's also playing Vest of the First Fist and Iron Rot Helmet. Alright, so this is just budget. Okay, so we can Shadow Puppetry, Shrill of Skullform for 5, and Shackle Thorn. Or we can take our chance on Art of War. I think I'd rather have the Art of War for next turn. The next attack action card you play this turn. Wow, that is just... The fact that it's just, it's any attack action is just so good. I don't think Shrill is... Oh, man. We hadn't created an aura. Dodoy. In my head, I was playing Viscera, and that was going to be a 2 for 5 right here, but this... Oh, man. That was not good. Now... I do still get to come in for Thorn here, so I mean this is a 7-point turn. Oh. Huh, that's weird. I wonder why the bot was supposed to register there. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll have to look and see why they didn't register the whole sponsor thing. So I turned Nightbot off and started using a bot that is supposed to encompass the the whole every platform, not just Twitch, and Twitch is Nightbot only. So I'm curious to know if it has something to do. Way to go, Restream bot. I mean, yeah, honestly, I was fumbling with that last night. So this is for 5. Yeah, so I was fumbling with the bots last night trying to get them figured out, and I fumbled with them this afternoon, and I got it to where all of my alerts are coming through to my channel, to my OBS now, but this is all just such a work in progress, and I feel like everybody who watches me stream is getting to see that every single time I stream. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the husk here. I'm missing out on 1 point, which sucks a little bit, but at the same time, it's a 5 cost that I needed to block an equipment with. I forgot to make a shackle last turn. Good lord. I am all over the place. Alright, so my opponent did not break Vest of the First Fist. You'll get it, buddy? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Everybody online always makes this look so easy. Lol. Yeah, so I mean, this is for what, 7? Yeah, I'm just going to go to 10 here because I can pick Go Again and... I can pick Go Again here and Banish to draw some cards. I've gotten to watch Kyle fiddle with some of the stream stuff. I know it takes a bit to pick up new stuff. Yeah, dude, honestly, some of it is... It's tough some days. Like some of it's just honestly like tough to figure out and fumble through. Now it might be easier for somebody who's just like more inclined with computers and stuff. So I really want to banish Riftbind because like any non-attack action is just so good. So it's the next non-attack action I play gets Go Again. So I'm gonna play Howl from Beyond. Gonna play Riftbind with Go Again off of the Artivore for 7. I get the Shackle Ghostly Visit, and then I get to Rosetta Thorn. So Shackle, Ghostly Visit. They're debating whether they want to block this. I mean, to be fair, like, throwing their, like, helmet here is not a bad plan. Okay, so they throw a red zipper hit. I'm intrigued to see them throw a red zipper hit here. Zipper hit is definitely one of the cards, like, red zipper hit is, like, one of the best cards in Dash, in my opinion. It's 1 for 5. Like, the value on it is just like so naturally very good, in my opinion. But to each their own, I suppose. So this is for 6. So I have Plunder Run, Artivore for +1, and Go Again, and then I get to Bounding Demigon, and then I get to Revel Thorn them, so they're probably dead here. I'm not even going to... I'm not even going to, like, crown anything. Like, there's just no point to crowning anything here. But I ain't worried about it right now. I mean, maybe if I have to block with something, I'm blocking with the Revel, because the rest of my turn is just naturally pretty good. Oh, they're playing Teklo-Core here? Yeah, like, thanks for playing. Like, I can't imagine the game is not over here, especially after hitting another Bounding Demigon. So, pitch this, buff, your next attack gets Go Again. Plunder Run. So this is for 3 Go Again, and then I get to Shackle Bounding Demigon for 3, and then I get to Revel Thorn here. Yeah, like this is probably the game. Shackle. Four because of the it's 4 because of the Artivore. The funny part is, like, I probably could have bottomed the Artivore and looked for something else, because the extra resource that I used there could have been used into Spellbound Creepers if I found another 0 cost. And if not, I'm just going into the next turn with an Arsenal card. So... And I draw a card here off a Plunder Run, which is really good. So I can actually just Shadow for 2, activate Spellbound Creepers, Revel, then Thorn. Yeah, this is really good. Yeah, or it's for 3 actually because of the Art of War. Like there's so much value here. Like Plunder Run is just such a good card. I really want to play Plunder Run 5, honestly. Activate Spellbound Creepers. Yep, do that, and then come in for 2/2 and 4. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, so if he blocks 3 Arcane, it's for 8, so he takes 5 and dies, yeah. And he has nothing else to block with because all of his equipment's 0, so he's just dead here. Feels pretty good. And then you have 2 damage from the Rosetta Thorn, which just kills him. Alright, so our opponent just realized they were dead there, I think. Okay, so Dash again. You know, I won this game. My opponent was playing well, they were definitely playing a subpar equipment package. So, you know, I don't know. Like, it didn't really feel like much of a game. But even when I do play against Dash, I completely and utterly understand their game plan because I've played so much Dash, so I really know how to stop it and to play against it. So I feel like that gives me a leg up into that matchup. You know, overall, I feel like I didn't play Chane to set up enough, nearly like you're supposed to, especially in CC. You know, the first 2 to 3 turns of Chane in CC was just setup. But, you know, I don't know that you really have that in Blitz to try and set up and make something happen. But maybe that's how you need to play it. So I feel like I need to try and play more of a setup game plan with the Chane deck than I just like all in aggro. Because Chane is a very targeted, specific like aggro deck. It's not really a, you know, like just all in, you know, full throttle kind of thing like Dash and like Fi can be. So I enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed playing Blitz lately, and I'm going to continue to play Blitz, you know, in the spirit of Worlds and in the spirit of becoming a better player. Yeah, if there's any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and if not, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you next time, guys.